Leighton Vander Esch. He got a chance to rest and heal up last week on the bye. It's the Cowboys and the Lions, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 23.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they come in with some fresh legs as they got the week off last week thanks to the early season bye.
And usually you hope your bye comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get fresh legs back, you take that time and you run with it.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Pulls it in at the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Dak Prescott and Dallas taking the field for their first possession. Dak now in his 7th season in charge of the Cowboys. Two-time Pro Bowler.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
A first down throw for Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. 2nd down and 3. Prescott from the gun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Now they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing. It puts them in that position.
On first down, Goff. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. The Lions in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Goff. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Play action now. Prescott. He finds his man. Complete. It's Ferguson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. To throw is Prescott. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Mike Hughes came crashing in that time, got the sack. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Goff. It's Williams on the catch. The Goff and Williams hooking up there for a Lions first. Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. And he slings one that's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Again, Goff. He's got this complete to Williams. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. Nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Reynolds. To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender.
What do you mean by that, Burko?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he is going to have the Lions first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
On 1st and 10, Goff. He'll find Williams on the slant. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
That's the third time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Goff. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Neville Gallimore powering his way in and burying him.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needed to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Badgley's kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott, left side to Lamb, finding room at midfield, and he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Well, fair to say that when you're looking to guys that can run like the wind. You often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards to just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Nothing after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Man open is Robinson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
First down, Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott now. Escaping. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Aleem McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. That's it. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
A kind of a throwback weekend for our primetime games here in Week 7. Later tonight, a couple of the great AFC teams of the 70s do battle. The Steelers and Dolphins from Miami on Sunday night. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Bears and Patriots from Foxborough. A rematch of Super Bowl 20. Bears won that one 46-10. But fear not for the Patriots, if I remember correctly. They've won a few in the years following.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Goff now to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to gallop the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, That's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. On third down, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. Goff in this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 21. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, Goff on the slant. This is Chark. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Goff, a handoff here to Swift. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Goff. Toward the sideline. He will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Working with a 2nd and 3. Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Back to the running game with Swift. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Goff now looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Badgley able to punch this one through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a 1st down. Flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And just like he did, almost winning the Heisman at Michigan, rookie Aiden Hutchinson blows up the play.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott, he finds his target. It's Schultz. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. 3rd and long for Prescott.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
On 1st down, Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down.
Yeah, that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Goff throwing again.
And he wants Reynolds way downfield.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will stay a 1-score game as the lead will hold at 6.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Throwing, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive.
You've given yourself a chance. You're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
The Goff's throw taken in by Chark.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Goff now looks to throw. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Swift going to try up the middle.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26. That one good for 24 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't it? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. Out of the gun, Goff.
Throw over the middle, he finds Williams.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard.
Throwing again is Goff.
He'll find Swift out of the backfield.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will make this a 9-point lead. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape. As we look around the NFL here in week number 7, we get started up at FedEx Field. A couple of longtime adversaries doing battle in the NFC. Green Bay and Washington. And a touchdown separating these two as they've gone to halftime. Brian Robinson, a touchdown run in that first half. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Joe Burrow with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore and check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. Kiki Cutie, a touchdown reception. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Lions, and they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary, as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they were on the other end of the spectrum in terms of passing efficiency. That's going to need to improve in the second half to come.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Lions offense now with the football first here to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half, they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 42 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
12 more yards there and another 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete from the 21. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Goff. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Goff. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Badgley's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half.
Their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Prescott.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete.
On second down, Elliott. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They'll start this.
Swift is hit, and he coughs it up.
And the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. Here's Goff.
Finding Hockenson here on the out route.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
73 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now we give up the middle to Williams.
Down to about the 45.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Goff now to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And in for the Lions touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
His second touchdown on the season, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. And out now come the Cowboys.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Prescott now.
Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
Running right through him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
I'll tell you, there's no end for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
He'll get this to Elliott.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And it's caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Elliott. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Here's Prescott. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul, roughing the tackle, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
The penalty is declined.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. Pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates.
He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver could get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Goff on 3rd down.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington, as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
Taken in at the 22. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. To throw is Prescott.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Inside give to Elliott.
Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd and 9. Prescott dancing to his left.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
Detroit's offense ready to take over.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
On 2nd and 9, Goff, and that'll be incomplete. The Lions on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 9. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A dump off to Elliott. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Swift. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Goff. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the gun, Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. To throw is Goff. This is caught. Touchdown. DJ Chark from 8 yards out. And the Lions are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. The ball will come out to the 25. Here is Dowdle. Will not return this one. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He was defended by Tracy Walker.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Now Goff. The open man is Shark. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's Goff. This will be caught just inside the 10.
And the Lions are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
Williams will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown.
They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And that will bump the lead up to 26. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was Jamal Williams who ended things with a touchdown run. The ball will come out to the 25 here as Dowdle will not return this one. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
The gain of 8.
From the 45 on second down, Prescott.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Intercepted by the Lions.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Gone.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6.
Holding. Offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The ball will come out to the 25 here as Dowdle will not return this one. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
To try again after the sack, Prescott. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Prescott.
And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
On 2nd and 10. Prescott, man open is Robinson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. Prescott looks to throw on first, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Looking to throw. Prescott. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
It's so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for Detroit, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.